You ready?
I'm ready.
No, to your point about being an artist and having to fight to do everything yourself until you get the momentum to have other people involved. I was in Europe when I found out that my short film got in the path, and we had locked picture a while ago, but we had not completed the color grading or did the audio mixing of the sound. So we rushed to get the colorists involved and get the audio mixing done. My editor did a good job, but at some point I was so exhausted because of the time lapse and being in Europe from the United States, and I thought, where's the help? Where's the help? But I heard Ava DuVernay say one time, bust your ass because the Calvary will not save you. You really want people to come and lift up your dream. And I think a buddy of mine at my premiere last night said, in Hollywood, they're all about an echo chamber, right? They don't want to actually help you. They want to jump on a moving train. So get used to doing the hard work. And it'll be worth it in the end. And like Babu said, it's not for the money. If it comes, that's great. But we're trying to put out good art that'll maybe change the world and give people a different view of who we are that's not out in the public.
Excellent. And what is your film about, Elton?
Sure. Elton Loud, director of the short documentary called Real Men Don't. It's an exploration of manhood and masculinity through the lens of society's taboos against male expressiveness. So you say, what does that mean? Real men don't cry. That's the question we asked we asked 6 men, and from there we explored broader ideas and notions of manhood, like where do our ideas of manhood come from, where are they going, and how do we change it? And it so happens that all 6 men are black, African-American men from ages about 25 to about 80. And so they have a lot of different experiences, but we all focus on the one idea of, what is manhood, who shaped it, and how can we change it moving forward?
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Women, right, we call them weak because they're emotional, right? That's the stereotype we give them. But real men and real people know women are the strongest creatures on the earth, right? When they get upset, what do? In most cases, they naturally emote, right? They express themselves, they may cry, they may show frustration. They're not afraid to show their feelings. And then it's over. And what does a man do when he gets frustrated? He may have the same exact incident as a woman, and oftentimes he'll resort to violence, especially if he does not have an outlet. What I was saying earlier, there's a line in the film where Derek, one of our young men, he says, he believes men should cry and express emotions, but it really does take a strong woman to see a man crying and not see that as a weakness.
Excellent.
And, from that point, we got a lot of work to do to redefine and reshape what it is to be a man. And I was going to say in America, but really in the world. Yeah. Me and that young Nigerian brother, we were talking about how the ideas of manhood are a little bit different here in the States versus Nigeria, because a lot of what it means to be a man in America was shaped by slavery before we were considered actual people. We were chattel at first. But he said, but where I'm from, Nigeria, we're colonized. And so even though it's different than slavery, our ideals of what it is to be not only a man, but a statesman, right? Or a Nigerian were shaped by some white dude somewhere else with their own ideals and their religion. So, it takes a lot of work to be able to trace the roots and the origins, in this case of the suffering, and then rebuild, ourselves to really have what it means to be what it is to be a man. And I think it's an evolving thing. It is not just one thing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you again, Elton.
Thank you